The room still smells like yesterday, like cigarettes and pouring rain. Your shadow lives between these walls, and I still hear your footsteps call. Every photograph burns slow tonight, like dying stars losing their light. I tried to bury what we were, but memories survive the dirt. There's a crack across the mirror now, just like the promises we drowned. I trace your name through dust and smoke, while silence wraps around my throat. The radio keeps playing songs that make the nights feel twice as long, and every word I never said still circles endlessly inside my head. I watch forever fall apart, like fire tearing through the dark. These embers of the past still burn beneath my skin. No matter where I run, the pain keeps pulling me in. You left, but never really left. Your ghost still fills this room, and every fading memory still blooms inside the gloom. The city sleeps beneath the rain, but I still wander through the pain. Streetlights flicker gold and blue, like broken dreams that lead to you. I kept your jacket by the door, like you might come back once more. But hope's a dangerous thing to hold when hearts grow tired and cold. Some scars refuse to disappear, no matter how the years unfold. These embers of the past still burn beneath my skin. No matter where I run, the pain keeps pulling me in. You left, but never really left. Your voice still haunts the air, and every lonely midnight feels like you're standing there. If I could rewrite the end, would we survive the fall, or were we always meant to become ashes after all? Now the flames are dying low, but your memory won't let go. These embers of the past will smolder through the years of fire made from broken love and unfinished tears. Maybe someday I'll heal, maybe someday I'll move on, but tonight your shadow lingers, like the echo of a song. The fire's almost gone now, but the smoke still remembers your name. There was a silence in the car that night. Streetlights painted gold across your eyes. The rain kept falling on the windshield slow, like even heaven didn't wanna let you go. You looked at me like someone saying farewell, trying hard not to break, but I could already feel the distance growing between your heartbeat and mine. You held my hand like it was fading, like love was slowly separating. Every word you tried to say collapsed before it reached my face. The radio played our favorite tune, but it sounded colder in that room. And all the dreams we built for years were drowning quietly in tears. I saw the storm behind your eyes before you finally said goodbye. Your final smile still cuts through me tonight, a beautiful lie, hiding all the hurt inside. You tried to look so strong for me while letting go completely, and now your memory survives inside the shadows of my mind. I still drive down those empty streets, searching for what we used to be. Every neon light I pass feels like a ghost from my past. Your jacket's hanging by the door, like you'll come walking in once more. But time keeps moving without care, while your absence fills the air. Some endings happen quietly, without a sound, without a scream. Your final smile still burns beneath my skin, like the last spark of a fire that I can't forget again. You disappeared into the night while I stayed lost inside, trying to survive the echo of the moment love died. If I had one more chance, I'd hold you longer in the rain. Maybe hearts are temporary, but sorrow always stays. Now every morning feels the same, just another day without your name. Your final smile, life somewhere in my soul, a photograph that time itself will never truly stole. And even if the years erase the color from the sky, I'll remember who I was the night you said goodbye. Some people leave quietly, but their memory never does. 3 in the morning, and sleep won't come again. The ceiling stares back like an open wound, while the shadows crawl across the room. Your side of the bed is still untouched, like some part of me still believes you walk through that door tonight. But every silence carries your voice, and every dream turns into a haunting. There's a coldness underneath these sheets, a hollow space beside me when I sleep. Your perfume lingers in the air, like you're breathing somewhere near. The walls still hold your laughter close, like echoes no one else would know. And every photograph I hide still leaves another scar inside. I try to close my eyes, but memory never dies. You're the phantom beside my bed, a ghost inside my restless head. Every night you pull me under, like a curse I can't forget. And even though you disappeared, your shadow's always standing here, whispering through the dark instead, like a phantom beside my bed. The television flickers blue, lighting up this empty room. I hear the floorboards softly creaking. For a second I can't breathe. Maybe grief becomes alive when loneliness survives too long. Maybe love was never gone, just hidden somewhere beyond. Your memory wears my soul down slow, like rain against broken stone. You're the phantom beside my bed, still living in the words unsaid. Every heartbeat sounds like thunder, every dream fills me with dread. I keep reaching through the dark, trying to find who we were, but all I touch are fading sparks and silence growing worse. If you're really gone, why do I still feel your touch? Why does every midnight still hurt this much? Last goodbye inside my head. No matter how the years may pass, your memory always comes back. And someday maybe I'll escape the ruins that you're leaving me, but tonight your ghost still spreads like shadows beside my bed. Morning light creeps through the blinds, but your ghost never leaves with the night. The sky looks broken tonight, black clouds hanging over every memory. Streetlights blur through the rain like tears the city cannot hide. I used to think silence could save us, but storms always uncover what people are too afraid to say. And tonight the thunder sounds like your goodbye. Crashes down against my window, like every word we left undone. The room grows colder every hour since the night you finally left. I still hear your footsteps fading down that and every shadow in this house feels shaped exactly like your soul. Some hearts break quietly without making a sound. Storms tell the truth when people hide their pain. Lightning shows the scars that just try to wash away, and every drop that hits the ground feels like another memory falling from the sky tonight back into me. The radio whispers sad old songs while headlights bleed across the dark. I drive these lonely streets at midnight, trying to outrun who we are, but your voice still lives inside me, like thunder rolling through my chest. No matter where I disappear, your ghost keeps following my steps. like oceans stirring hurricanes. Maybe love is just a storm, people dancing until it breaks. Highway, windows down against the cold. The radio keeps drifting between old songs and empty signals. Every station sounds broken tonight, like hearts trying hard to survive through all the noise. And somewhere between the static, I still hear your voice calling mine. Dust gathers on the dashboard light as midnight stretches through the sky. Your cigarette burns in my mind like a memory frozen in time. The city glows in faded gold, but everything feels worn and old. Every song becomes your name, every chorus feeds the pain. We were loud enough to feel alive, but too damaged to survive. We were shattered radio souls, lost between the highs and lows, skipping like a broken sound, trying not to drown. Every frequency we shared still echoes through the air, and even silence feels too loud now that you're not around. You're not around. I still drive those empty roads where we escape the world alone. Headlights blur like fallen stars, leading nowhere through the dark. The speakers crackle soft and low, playing songs we used to know, but every lyric cuts too deep, like promises we couldn't keep. Love faded slowly into static until all we heard was goodbye. We were shattered radio souls, burning fast and losing control. Two lonely hearts in overdrive, trying hard to stay alive. Now your ghost lives in the sound of every record spinning round, and every midnight melody still drags you back to me. Maybe we were never meant to last beyond the noise. Maybe broken people only know how to destroy. signals disappearing, but I still wait to hear your voice. We were shattered radio souls, fragments drifting through the cold, searching every empty station for some kind of salvation. And though the music slowly dies, I still see you in neon lights, a fading song I can't let go, living inside my soul. Some songs never really end, they just keep playing inside you forever. Midnight spills across the waiting room, white walls glowing under fluorescent moons. The clock keeps moving without mercy, while prayers disappear into the dark. There's a silence here that feels endless, like every heartbeat hangs by a thread, and every stranger passing by carries a different kind of pain tonight. Hope feels colder than these hospital lights. Cups and empty chairs, people whisper broken prayers, nurses walking down the hall like shadows against sterile walls. I stare through the ICU glass, watching moments fade too fast. Machines keep singing hollow songs while time keeps dragging us along. I never knew fear could feel this quiet, loud. Under midnight hospital lights, I watched forever lose the fight. Your hand grew colder next to mine as heaven stole more time, and every blinking monitor sounded like a goodbye, echoing through my chest tonight. Beneath these hospital tap softly on the roof, like the sky already knew that some wounds never heal, no matter how hard we kneel. Your photograph inside my coat feels heavier than before, like memories become stones when someone doesn't come home. The hardest part of loving pain could build a doorway, I'd follow you tonight, through every star above me, beyond the fading light. Beyond the fading light. me now, but part of me never left that room. It's almost 2 a.m. The city sleeps beneath the rain, but I'm still sitting by the window with your old number glowing on my phone. Some habits never disappear, especially when grief learns your name. And every lonely night feels like a conversation with someone who can no longer answer back. I still remember how you laughed, like sunlight breaking through the dark. Now all I have are photographs and shadows living in my heart. Your favorite jacket hangs untouched beside the doorway where you stood, and every room inside this house still aches for what it understood. I whisper into empty air, hoping somehow you still hear. I'm calling beyond the sky, searching for your voice tonight, trying to reach the place you are, somewhere past the distant stars. And if heaven hears my cries, send a sign into the night, because this world feels cold and wide without you by my side. The radio plays soft and low, songs we loved so long ago, and every lyric cuts like glass, pulling me back into the past. I walk these midnight streets alone, talking to ghosts through headphones, pretending you still walk with me, like you never truly left. Some people leave this world behind, but never leave our minds. I'm calling beyond the sky, with tears I can no longer hide. Every prayer becomes your name, every memory burns like flame. And though the stars still shine above, they can't replace your human touch. So I keep dialing through the dark with this broken heart. If there's a place where souls survive, beyond these clouds and city lights, then maybe someday I'll find peace inside your arms again. Until then I'll keep speaking who we are. The line stays quiet, but my heart still waits for your voice.
Autumn comes without warning, like a memory that won't fade. The trees are burning slowly, but everything inside me feels cold. Your absence lingers in the air, like frost that never melts away. And every breath I take tonight feels heavier than the last. Through streets of amber light, where shadows stretch into the night. The pavement cracks beneath my steps, like promises we never kept. Your voice still echoes in the breeze, between the rusting autumn leaves. And every color that I see feels like it's bleeding out of me. Time moves slow when you're not here, like it's afraid to disappear. It's your frozen autumn touch, still haunting everything I love. A warmth that turned into the cold, a story left forever untold. And I still feel you in the wind, like you never really left my skin. But every memory I hold turns colder than the world I know. The park bench where we used to sit is covered in the falling mist. The sky is gray without your smile. It's been like this for quite a while. I keep your letters in a box, like fragile pieces time forgot. Each word a flame that used to burn, now only ashes in return. I swear I hear you call my name, but it fades into the rain. It's your frozen autumn touch, still lingering inside. Too much love that didn't learn to stay, just slowly drifting far away. And every leaf that hits the ground feels like a silence breaking down. You're everywhere I turn around, but never where I'm found. If seasons knew how to forgive, would you come back again to live? Or are you just a fading spark inside this never-ending Now I'm standing in the cold, holding on to what I know. It's your frozen autumn touch, still hurting me without a rush. A gentle pain I can't release, that never lets my heart find peace. And even when the winter comes and steals away the autumn sun, I'll still remember who we were before the cold became my world. The leaves keep falling, so do I.
There's a place I never go anymore, but I still see it when I close my eyes. Two names carved into fading wood, covered slowly by time and dust. We said forever like it was easy, like the earth wouldn't swallow it whole. But even promises need air to survive, and we left ours underground. I remember how the ground was soft, like the world was letting us believe that love could grow without an end, that nothing new would ever leave. We laughed like we had all the time, like the sun would never change its mind. But seasons don't ask for permission, they just take what they decide. Now silence knows that place by heart, where everything we were fell apart. That's where our love was buried, deep under fading dreams, covered by all the things we never said and everything between. I still feel it in the soil when the wind begins to cry. That's where our love was buried, and that's where I still lie. I passed that road again last night, headlights cutting through the dark. But I didn't stop this time, I couldn't face what we are. The trees look older than before, like they remember every word. We planted hope and called it real, but nothing good ever returns. Even time walks carefully around what we used to be. That's where our love was buried, under years of broken truth, a monument of everything we thought we couldn't lose. And every step I take away feels like I'm digging in the past. That's where our love was buried, and it never died that If I could dig it up again, would it still recognize my name? Or has the earth already turned our love into something changed? Now I stand above the ground, where we turn forever down. That's where our love was buried, but it never left my soul. It grows like roots beneath the pain that I still can't control. And even if I walk away, it follows like the tide. That's where our love was buried, and that's where part of me died. Some things don't disappear, they just stay under you forever. The world doesn't look the same anymore, like something heavy fell through the sky. Everything we built turned quiet, everything we trusted turned to dust. But even after the collapse, something inside refuses to disappear. A heartbeat still answers the silence. I walk through streets of broken glass, where yesterday still tries to last. Buildings whisper what we lost, and every crack and every cost. Your name is written on the wind, like it refuses to give in. And every shadow on the wall feels like it's waiting for a call. We lost the map, we lost the light, but somehow we survived the night. We're alive through the ruins, still breathing in the dust. Heartbeats under falling skies, still learning how to trust. Even when it all came down and hope was nowhere found, we're standing in the aftermath, still holding on somehow. The city sleeps beneath the ash, where memories refuse to pass. Every street light flickers low, like it remembers what we know. I hear your voice inside the storm, a fragile signal still reborn. Through broken wires and fractured time, you still feel close, still feel like mine. Nothing here is what it was, but we're still enough. We're alive through the ruins, with scars that still remain. A love that learned to grow inside the weight of pain. And even when the sky collapsed and everything turned black, we found a way to keep the spark that brings us back. If everything is gone, why do we still stand here strong? Maybe broken doesn't mean that we don't still belong. We rise inside the wreckage, like light that won't go out. We're alive through the ruins, and nothing can erase the way we turn destruction into something like grace. And even if the world forgets what we survived that night, we'll carry every broken piece and turn it into light. The ruins don't define us, they just prove we stayed.